Christmas is coming! My hair is gonna be messed up for this entire video. The fluff life. Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well. Today I'm going to show you a few different really cute Christmas/holiday card designs that you can do super last minute. Who here is in the late shopper club? Raise your hand. I'm raising them both. I have a couple gifts and that's about it. You guys are probably thinking, but Sarah, you're a DIYer, you can make your gifts for everyone. Yeah, I don't have time. Really quickly, if you missed a few of my most recent videos, I'm gonna link these below to my dollar store art challenge, a DIY desk calendar, and Wreck This Journal number 18. I'm feeling so happy. The festive vibe just came over me. I think it's a sweater. What's your favorite Christmas song? Mine is absolutely, without a doubt, hands down, Last Christmas. George Michael version, Wham, the only version. All right, now without further ado, let's get on into the card making. I need a new hand motion. How about a Christmas tree? Let's get on into the card making. That's awful. Let's start out with the sparkly scratch off card. For this one, I'm using a pre-made card base that's silver, and I'm going to be flipping that inside out so the silver is inside, and it'll be almost as pretty as the design that I end up putting on the front. You can definitely make your own card base by just folding a piece of regular cardstock or computer paper in half. Now you're going to need a glittery, sparkly material of some sort that's extra smooth, such as duct tape. I have this roll of prism duct tape. It's very sparkly and holographic. It's beautiful. So I'm going to be cutting 3 pieces to cover the front of the card base. And as you can see, I want each piece to hang over the edges a little bit. And I want each piece to overlap so none of the card base is going to be showing through. You don't necessarily need duct tape for this. You might be able to find a really shiny and smooth piece of scrapbook paper, some vinyl, some adhesive in a larger sheet such as contact paper, or even wrapping paper, but I'm going to get to that part in a little bit and show you the experience that I had. And now I'm going to work on making it more neat and tidy, cleaning up the edges. For this, I'm going to cut a little rectangle at both of the bottom corners here, and I'm also going to remove a little at the top so I can fold the 2 sides and the bottom over to the inside of the card. And for the top bit that was hanging off, I folded that over to the back of the card like so. Okay, now that that's done, let's put it aside for a second and I'm going to show you kind of a crafting fail. I've done this with a lot of my DIYs in the past. If something goes wrong for me, I want to let you guys know so you don't make the same mistake or you can find an easier way to fix it. So I found this foil gift wrap from Dollar Tree last week when I was shopping for my art supplies for my previous video. I thought it was just going to be plain paper gift wrap, so I get it off the roll and it's basically the same consistency as that clear cellophane. I think that's what you call it, the plastic that you wrap around giant gift baskets and stuff, but I'm still thinking I can make it work. So I'm thinking Mod Podge should hold it in place, brushing the Mod Podge all over the front of the card, paying special attention to the corners and the edges, and then after I get that all smoothed on, I put the cellophane, foil, gift wrap, whatever, on top and I make sure that there's no creases or as few as there possibly can be. And then I flip that over and put a bunch of heavy items on top, or things that add up to be very heavy together. Let me know if you guys recognize any of these little trinkets. Lots of past DIYs in this one little clip here. Okay, so now I've let this dry for, I don't know, 30 minutes maybe, and here I'm seeing that it really doesn't adhere well. It's peeling off already, but I'm thinking I can fix it by just kind of taping that to the inside and it'll be fine. The tape seems to hold this down much better than the Mod Podge. I'm just using clear Scotch shipping tape, packing tape, whatever you want to call it, but once I flip it around, it's like basically all unadhered to the front and it's just really loose and bumpy. Looking at this now though, I think it would be so cute to turn this card into an actual gift, like a present, a package. So once you have the front wrapped, you could add a couple ribbons, intersecting, crisscrossed, and then put a bow in the middle and make it look like an actual gift box. So see, sometimes failures aren't so bad after all. They give you new ideas. Let's move on to the next step though, which is creating the scratch off paint. This is so easy. All you're gonna need is some acrylic paint, any color that you want. I find that black has the most contrast, so that's what I'm using. But to be more festive and Christmassy, you could use red or green or silver or gold. gold, anything that you want. And then you're just going to squirt a little bit of hand soap inside. Just mix the paint and soap together completely. The soap is very important because it's going to help it scratch off more easily. First, I'm going to cover this dud card, and all I'm doing is brushing a thin, even coat on. Now I'm working on the duct tape one, the nice one, and doing the same thing, brushing a thin, even coat on the front of that to cover all of these sparkles underneath. And before brushing on the second coat of paint, remember, let it dry completely. For that second coat of paint, I like to brush it on the opposite direction. So if you went up and down for the first one, go side to side this time. So I decided to have a little bit of fun with this one. I drew a cute little Santa on the front. And then this is where it gets a little bit mean. I don't know, but I thought it was hilarious. Now moving on to the duct tape one, I am doing something totally predictable of me, which is scratching a bow design. Just a simple little bow, so easy to draw. If you do have trouble drawing something like this though, you could print out a bow clip art image and put that on the front and kind of trace around it to make it easier. And for mine, I did try to find the exact middle by measuring, but after that I didn't pay too much attention to putting the sides exactly the same distance away from the edges. So it's not perfect, but hey, I think that it still turned out really cute. Bows are definitely representative of the holiday season, but it's not overly holiday, so you could use this for really any time of the year. Any special occasion, a birthday card, a hey, I think you're awesome card, so here's a bow to brighten your day. That'd be the nicest card, seriously, if someone just brought that. And like I did mention, you can make this a little bit more festive by making the paint on it red or green or silver or gold. Well, probably not silver with the silver tape if you use that. Moving on to card number 2. I'm using another pre-made card base for this. This one's a square, as you can see, and I'm going to leave the color on the front this time and grab a kind of clear iridescent pipe cleaner. It's like a clear white glitter snowflake pipe cleaner. For this, I'm going to start by bending a little point, and then I'm kind of making triangles almost, but it's going to go out a little bit more, a little bit further on each side every fold you make. I'm not sure if that made any sense at all, but basically you want to form the shape of a tree. A pine tree, a Christmas tree, a spruce tree. So just keep bending it back and forth kind of like I'm doing here until it turns into a shape similar to this. Now I'm attaching this to the center of the card with a hot glue gun, and after that is complete, I found this really cute star button that I had in my collection. It's huge and it's sparkly, and I'm going to glue that right on top. And I also happen to have this white pearl metallic paint in my paint drawer, so I'm going to use that. I think a monochromatic color scheme is really beautiful, but if you want to go for a different look, you could glue on little tiny ornaments in the form of itty bitty pom-poms, beads, sequins, whatever, rhinestones, whatever you can think of that you have on hand. Finally, I took my white gel pen and I wrote, "Have a holly jolly Christmas this year." I almost wanted to sing it, but I can't sing, so yeah, you're welcome. And that's it for this super simple design. I don't think I've ever seen anyone use a pipe cleaner to make a tree on a card, but I'm sure they have. I just haven't searched for it. Let me know in the comment section below if I should put the pom-poms back on or leave them off. Like I mentioned, I really like it like this, even though it's more simplistic. I think it makes it look really wintry and beautiful. This final card is going to be great for all you watercolor lovers, and even if you're not a watercolor lover, those of you who love colors and gradients should enjoy this one. This time you saw I got a piece of watercolor paper, I folded it in half and cut it in half, and the little pencil marks are already on the card here, but I just want to show you that I did measure them out. I found the center for the top here, and then I just measured an equal distance away from each edge. These 3 marks are going to be for a tree shape or a triangle. I moved that top one down a little bit so I can fit a star later on. And now I'm taking this really thin washi tape. I got a pack of this at Dollar Tree, and I'm using the one that's misprinted. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but half of the word love is cut off. So I'm connecting the top point to the 2 outer ones, and then I'm connecting those 2 bottom ones, of course, to make a triangle. Once the washi tape is down nicely, and remember, you want to use a tape that's not going to get stuck to the paper, so that's why washi tape is the best option here. If you use another one, you want to kind of stick it to the carpet or fabric beforehand. That way the stickiness mostly goes away. Now I'm taking my paintbrush, dipping that in water, color and I'm brushing it on the page before starting with the orange here, yellow orange. Then I'm moving on to regular orange and I'm just going to make a gradient here. Put more water on the page every time underneath the previous color, and then you can also add more to blend it as much as you want. I continued with a red-orange, red, and red-violet, and then violet all the way at the bottom. And I chose to make mine kind of dull and muted, but you could definitely go back in with more paint and add more pigment and vibrancy. And don't worry about filling in the edges completely. You'll see after I take the tape off that it looks really cool if you leave a little bit of jaggedness. Let it dry for a few minutes and then rip off the tape carefully. And here you can see what I meant by having jagged edges. I think that that effect looks really cool. Now here I've painted a phantom star on top with water, and I'm going to fill that in with yellow paint. And the final thing I did is I took these color in brush markers that I got not too long ago, and I just wrote Happy Holidays in this kind of swirly font that I found on Google Images. That's it for this one and the video actually. Let me know in the comment section below which card design is your absolute favorite. This one, the pipe cleaner tree, or the glitter scratch art. And if you want to see even more card designs that I've done in the past, maybe some Christmas room decor, holiday DIYs, I will link my entire Christmassy holiday playlist below so you can check that out. You might even want to make some fake chocolate chip cookie soaps. Operation Trick Santa. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up to let me know. And if you have not yet subscribed and want to become a part of the SoCraftastic family, click that red button down below. I upload here every single Friday and Sunday, so I hope to see you back really soon for a new video. Have a great rest of the day. Bye. I just want to make the pom-poms. Really quickly before the I can't speak. I have pom-poms on my sweater.